In this video, we will show the general steps for how to design a PreatLoc denture from implant level scan body scans utilizing the PreatLoc digital library in 3Shape. To begin, open the order form and click on the first and last tooth your denture will have to highlight the full arch. Click on gingiva and click on the plus sign on the right to choose the type of denture you wish to make and choose the model manufacturing option at the bottom. As an important note, make sure you do not select monoblock or mill reduction under the type drop-down menu. Afterwards, click on anatomy and repeat the same to select the teeth type you wish and making sure you select model manufacturing once more. Select bridge, then make sure the drop-down menu says none under bridge type. As a last step, click on the upper right corner and select digital impression as object type. If using PreatLoc angle abutments, select the Add Additional Scan button below and add the arch scan with the scan bodies present. Then select OK and start the case. On the next screen, right-click and select Import Scans. Then import your implant level scan for the arches you will be designing dentures for, a bite scan, and an antagonist in the case of single arch cases. You might get an alert asking if you want to use the existing antagonist bite scan. Click Yes on both, then right-click again and choose Next. When the design platform opens, verify the alignment of your scan. It is most likely that they will be aligned already. If not, use the alignment tool to correctly align all scans. If scans are poor, this is a good time to improve them. Click on the arch that needs improvement on the left and click on the items that need improving, then click Refine. Ensure scan body location geometry are unchanged after processing, and if everything's okay, move to the occlusal alignment. During this stage, click Set from View and ensure the occlusal plane is centered on the ridge, then proceed to trim the upper and lower jaws by control-clicking to establish a trim line and create the edge of the models and sculpt as needed. Now it's time to align the scan bodies and determine our cuff height. If you will be designing a denture with the straight PreatLoc abutments, select the jaw with the scan bodies and click on the attachment icon on the Sculpt toolkit. In Group, select the correct implant family. In Attachment, select the gauge option with the type of scan body and implant combination the clinician used when scanning if the cuff height is unknown, or desired cuff height if it's known. Then select the Surface Normal option under default orientation. Lastly, ensure the 1x1 checkbox is marked. Click on the green plus sign and proceed to align each of the scan bodies by right-clicking to select 3 distinguishable points on the yellow scan body, then select the same 3 points on the intraoral scan counterpart. The attachment will snap to the scan. Do not apply the attachment yet, as we need to remove the original scan body material from the scan first. To do so, you can either smooth out manually or utilize the tooth extraction tool. This tool can be activated by clicking on the second from the right button, toggle to hide the attachment icon, and click on an area near the bottom of the scan body that has the attachment aligned to it. Align the generated dots to the intersection of the scan body and the gingiva, then apply the trim by clicking on the green arrow button. Once finished, reselect the attachment icon and unhide the attachment layer, then click on the double arrow button. If the cuff height gauge option was previously selected, the system should place one in the scan. To find the correct cuff height for each abutment, find the lowest number that sits on top of a line that is completely above the tissue. In this case, it would be 1 mm. Once the cuff height is determined, click the Undo button and revert to the Attachment Add New step and change the option from a gauge type to a cuff height that matches the measurement taken, and repeat the same alignment and trimming steps, then click Apply. This will place a template of a PreatLoc abutment with its housing on the arch, replacing the scan body. Verify everything looks good and repeat the same steps with the rest of the scan bodies until all of them have been substituted with abutment and housing templates. If you will be using PreatLoc angle abutments instead, you must ensure you select the angle version of the implant family under Group and the angle gauge under Attachment if the cuff height is unknown, or the angle cuff size if it is. If the cuff height is unknown, repeat the same steps as with the straight abutments until the cuff height measuring gauge appears on the scan. Once this happens, you will notice that each scan body will have a rotation star on its top surface. This is a crucial reference as the PreatLoc angle abutments are engaging components. Please note that the 0 indicates the front of the scan body. If the gingival lines on the guide are not parallel to the gum surface, you must rotate the gauge until they do so in the best way possible. To do it, select the Undo button back to the Attachment Apply step, Click on the template to turn it yellow and toggle the second to last bar to mid visibility. Then use the curved arrows to rotate the template to a new position until a different number arrow is now pointing perpendicular to the front face of the scan body. Notate this new number and then apply the change. The new position should allow to accurately determine the cuff height. Once the cuff height is determined, revert the steps as we did in the straight abutment, selecting the right cuff height angle attachment and proceed until you finish the step where you remove the scan body. During this step, rotate the yellow template to the same orientation number as what we notated before and apply the changes with the green arrows. This should place the abutment and housing template in the most optimal orientation to facilitate insertion. Repeat the angle abutment placement steps for all implants that require an angle abutment and then proceed to design your denture. Please note we will only be mentioning the generic steps for denture design and we will not focus on aesthetic details or fine-tune settings. If you're interested in those, 3Shape has a myriad of tutorial videos online for this. To begin the denture design, establish the occlusal plane by setting 3 points on the antagonist arch or the bite scan. Once the plane is generated, adjust as needed to make sure it aligns as best as possible, then click Next and define any other landmarks the software requests of you. This will vary depending on which and how many arches you are designing. When all landmarks have been placed, click Next and establish a trim lane to your preference to delineate the borders of your denture. If no scan defects exist, the software should take you to the next step where you will be able to block out any undercut areas utilizing the blocking out function. We advise leaving the undercut directly below the housing untouched to assist with retention. Once finished, move to the teeth placement step. On the tooth placement section, select the desired tooth type and adjust the tooth position so the teeth sit on the ridge inside the trim line and that they occlude as best as possible with the antagonist, removing second molars or premolars as needed. Then move to the next step where the software should generate the gum shells. On the base thickness settings, ensure you have a value of at least 2 mm. Click Next to establish the connectors on the teeth and then modify the aesthetics and gum thickness with the Sculpt Denture Base feature to ensure proper thickness exists. It's recommended to have at least 2.5 mm in areas around the PreatLoc abutments to avoid fractures. Once everything looks good, proceed to the coupling mechanism step and ensure the coupling depth is 2 mm. That the rounding radius and fillet radius are 0.6 and 0.8 millimeters respectively, and click Preview. Evaluate the connector position and thickness to ensure they do not go beyond the contact areas of the teeth. Verify that all denture base housing space is generated correctly and that no defects appear on denture base and teeth, otherwise correct as needed. Once satisfied, the design can now be finalized. Click Next to export the design and send the denture for printing, curing, and polishing. At this point, you can place the PreatLoc abutments on the model and pick them up at the lab and send the denture with abutments in the model to the doctor. Or you can provide the doctor with the ideal cuff height indicated for each implant for them to acquire separately and send the denture without housings to have them pick up the denture chairside instead. Simple. Please stay tuned as Preat will continue to evolve this tool in surprising ways that will further simplify the process to make and deliver PreatLoc digital dentures in a better, more efficient way. For more information on PreatLoc and other exciting topics, please visit us online at www.preat.com or on our YouTube channel. I hope you found the contents of this video helpful. Thank you for watching and see you next time.